Hey everyone, Dr. Madeline here. This exercise is one of my all-time favorites. It's a great series to make sure that the core is active and it's responding well to forces in multiple directions. So this one's called push, cross, pull, push, and I just call it PCPP for short. I'll show you how it looks. So it's 4 different exercises. The first and the last are the same, so it shouldn't be that hard to remember. The first one here, laying on our back, legs are going to come to a tabletop position with knees directly over the hips and knees at 90 degrees. From here, both hands are going to come to our thighs in a parallel position. And then very gently, we're going to put some pressure down with our hands and keep the legs still, pulling slightly up. We're going to hold this, breathing normally for about 10 seconds. You should feel almost like a locking in sensation. Rib cage tucks down and a connection between the ribs and the hips. We're breathing normally here. On this next one, all we're going to do is crisscross the hands. So my hands are now like this, and then they're going to come right to the more inside of our thigh. The direction that we're pushing is in an X, so both down and out to the side against our hands. So exhale, push, pull, and cross, breathing normally. With this one, the only difference you should feel is some gentle activation in the inner thighs as well. So still that connection between ribs and hips, maybe a little bit more of that diagonal pattern. And now also inner thighs to help us activate our pelvic floor even more. Breathing and holding for about 10 seconds. Good. The third of the series is everyone's favorite. You're going to wrap your hands now around your shins. Your hands are going to pull towards you. Your knees are going to push away from you. And both of those are going to happen at the same time. This one's not so much about an activation in the core, but instead a nice opening of the low back. So you should feel a nice gapping and space between those lower lumbar vertebrae. You can even rock side to side if that feels good. And just breathing. This one you should relax. And as I mentioned, the last one is the same as the first. So back in our tabletop, hands back to parallel. Exhale, pushing and breathing normally. Hopefully the last of the 4, you should be able to kick on those core muscles a little bit faster than the first round. Breathing and holding for about 10 seconds here. Ask yourself if you can feel that work in your core, if you can feel that connection running all the way from the bottom of your ribs to the top of your hips. Perfect. And then relax. Hug your knees into your chest. So that was push, cross, pull, push.